Welcome. In this little episode, I'm going to show you just a few sites that I think are pretty useful if you're looking for pictures and just a few tips and tricks. I'm actually going to show this on the iPad, and of course some of these work on the computer as well. My go-to, if you're using and looking for pictures, and keep in mind when we're looking for photos to use for student work or for other projects, we want to find photos that are copyright free. So if they use it for a variety of things, they can then use it, and we don't have any issues with those photos or images on there. And so a good site that I always like is Pics for Learning. It's a good educational site, a little more maybe elementary, middle school. It also works great for high school as well, but just a good place to go find images that you can use for your projects. And keep in mind that on any of these, especially on the iPad, if I'm searching for an image, I'm just going to search for a goat here and bring that up. When you find those images, and instruct students on this as well, that these images that I found right here, those are thumbnails. And so I really want to tap. I'm going to go tap on my goat in the top left and then get the full-size image. Now I have the full-size image. And so, of course, I could click on the save there if I wanted to save it to my Google Drive. But on the iPad or the computer, it's a lot better a lot of times to get your pictures into photos. Then you can use it for a lot of other projects as well. And so if I tap and hold on that goat, I get that option to save the image, and then it's going to put it right into my photo app on my iPad. Or if I control click on that photo, I can save the photos into my photo if I was using the Mac. And so just some easy ways to get pictures into your device, and then you can go find them to use them for other things. Of course, we call this harvesting pictures. A second site is Photos for Class. Another good site, and notice these are Creative Commons photos. Again, they can be used for a variety of things for education. And so you can go into there, search against that site. Again, just another good site to check out. A third one that I wanted to show you is Flickr. And so Flickr is another, of course, it's a site where you can store, you can create a Flickr account and store pictures of your own in there. But it's another good site to locate pictures. And of course, it has a search up there at the top and has a lot of good Creative Commons photos in there as well. And so Flickr.com is another one. And of course, a lot of people always default to Google Images, which you can do that as well. I'm going to show you, though, a little trick to make sure you're getting to images that are Creative Commons, have that copyright protection against them. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And so if you're on the iPad, if you're in the computer, you get to Tools, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a second. If you're on the iPad, oftentimes you're going to see only the mobile version of this Google website. And so up there at the top, to the right of Google, you see that little refresh, which is the half circle with the arrow. And if I tap and hold on that, I'm going to get an option to request the desktop site. And so that's what I'm going to do here in just a minute. So let me, first of all, I'm just going to go search, though, in Google for, stick with my theme here and looking for some goats. And so I'm going to bring up some goats here right now. And again, I'm still on the mobile site. But in the top right, if I click and hold on that little half circle, then notice on the iPad or on the iPhone, you can request a desktop site. And when I do that, now I'm going to get some more options. And notice that in Google, now I get the tools there in the top right-hand corner. If I click on Tools, the tool menu will drop down, and you can do this on the computer as well. And then here are my options to get usage rights. And so there in the right-hand side, left of More Tools is usage rights, and you get the different options you can pull up for this. And you can search against, labeled for reuse, modification, labeled, blah, blah, blah. The first one's fine. I'm just going to select labeled for reuse with modification. And when I select that, now it's going to go and search against all those images that have Creative Commons licenses against them. And so now all these pictures I could use and not have any issues. Nobody else owns those rights and so forth. And so I could go look for my goat pictures, tap on my goat, bring it up, same rule applies. And this, of course, works. If you're on the iPad, this tap and download the image works in Safari. It doesn't work in the Chrome on there. And so if I tap and hold on this goat right here, same thing opens up here. Of course, I can save the image, other things I can do with it. I could copy it and maybe if I want to go paste it and do the other things with that. So kind of a cool little thing to learn about the fact that there's a mobile site versus the full desktop site. You can get to those tools and you have more options there. So hope you enjoy these different sites. Check them out, and I know you probably have some other favorites as well. Be sure and share those with other staff. Take care.